Welcome back to The Express at the Surrey Art Gallery for Beyond Vague Terrain. This exhibit looks at the many different sides to every city, including Vancouver's classic West Side walk-up apartments in this photo series here. And you know that saying, a picture paints 1,000 words? Well, as we find out daily on The Express, there's a story behind every story. And up next, we meet the two local filmmakers behind Doppelganger Paul and hear their real-life story.
Dear person who lives here, forgive me for placing this note on your door.
It's called Doppelganger Paul and is a film whose genre is very difficult to categorize.
Or your life.
It's really a stalker/buddy road movie comedy about two lonely guys, and that's very much the tone of the movie. We just ran with it, went very much from our initial instincts. My instinct in writing it, Dylan's immediate instinct in responding to the script. And within a year, it was premiering at the Toronto Film Festival. It's been at the Whistler Film Festival and at Slamdance. So it's just had this great response and lots of really great reviews. We're really excited about it.
You look nothing like me.
It's a story about friendship, ultimately. It's a story about how two strangers meet each other and ultimately find something in each other. So I think it's good that we jump out at that moment.
Yeah, it was a good performance.
Chris and Dylan first collaborated on a short film that was part of the Crazy Eights competition, which ended up winning Best Short Film at the Toronto Film Festival.
Hello?
It sort of helped us get our next feature off the ground, which ultimately helped us get this feature off the ground. So it's just, you know, I mean, I think filmmaking is a really, it's a progressive sort of career, you know. You want to take, like, we'll put one foot in front of the other and just take one step each film. You know, I think I learned something making each film, and then you sort of apply the knowledge that you learn and apply it to the next project.
What scene do you want to work on?
Well, why don't we look at the fight scene? That's scene 84, it says.
Dylan and Chris, who have a production company called the Whatever Institute, plan to continue working together and are already tackling their next project.
Katie, I'm just calling about the costume situation. Are we good? I think what I like most about film is how many other art forms it sort of encapsulates. I can sort of work with people who are really, really talented and good at their specific, you know, different crafts, and I think it's the director's job to sort of inspire and to sort of lead a group of all these different sort of artists and bring them all together to sort of, you know, to sort of bring a whole movie together.
Okay, so we got to change that whale pool stuff. It's storytelling. I started as a playwright and always had movies in mind and didn't think I could do it, and then fell in with a group of people and it naturally started happening. And to me it's just exciting because I love movies. I always loved watching movies. It was my principal sort of leisure time activity for years, and it's just great to be part of that continuum of telling stories and making movies.
Have you ever felt your life isn't real?
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
And that someone else is living your life?
The website is doppelgangerpaul.com, and you can see a film about how much I hate myself this Friday, March 16th at Van City Theatre. And watch for a cameo from our fellow Shaw TVers, Mike and Fee. It was a part that was shot on our Shaw TV studio sets. You're watching The Express, and now it's time to get the behind-the-scenes story of the BC Wedding Awards with the Wedding Bells.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
I just got engaged.
And I did not. We're on an adventure to plan the big day. And the Woscar goes to... You saw the glamorous evening, the red carpet, the wedding stars. And now here it is, the behind the scenes of the Wedding Bells hosting the BC Wedding Awards.
We hosted the Woscars, as coined by Michael Eckford, which is just like the Oscars.
Except for there's a W in the front and... well, there are a few other differences.
We're so glamorous. Aubrey, got the bag.
Okay, there's no business like show business.
Aubrey was warming up like we were about to go do the musical Annie Get Your Gun.
I always dream of being in a musical. When you are stealing somebody's life. Next day on your dressing room, they've hung a star.
Let's go on with the show. So first we did the red carpet.
And on our way there, the roles were reversed. I'm the bride.
I'm attached.
We're attached at the wrist and the skirt.
Oh no,
Can you rip it off?
We can't rip it off.
Isabel's bridal, I didn't mean to rip it.
So Aubrey and I had just seen the Muppet movie, and we were channeling the Muppets.
Oh man, now we have to go on stage.
Yeah, Muppet face.
That's what Muppets do when they get nervous or worried.
Fred's gonna come up on the stage.
Backstage, we were prepped by the amazing Justin Eckersall.
And then we were pumped up by Fred Lee. They're talking through the script and I'm starting to get freaked out.
We made our predictions for how the night would go.
I'm predicting that our opening is gonna go well. Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
To be winning this award with all of you here present for having the best wedding ever.
Sir, you are not winning a wedding award. The opening went pretty well.
Yeah.
The makeup joke.
I think the makeup joke, no, I think the makeup joke is good.
So the makeup joke was using my headshot.
And a photo from my wedding.
So when you submit for makeup, you show before and after. So here's my before. Here's what I did with my after. I got really creative.
It worked. Yay!
Our biggest concern, however, was...
Will they do the chicken dance?
We really felt that our hosting success kind of lived and died with the chicken dance. I think the chicken dance is going to be a tough go. I don't know if people are going to jump up. The chicken dance should never determine your success.
Maybe it does. It was a success. And then I said something that I can't believe I said in public.
Do we have any more accolades to give?
Yes, we have the biggest one. Or not the biggest one, sorry, they're all big. The last one. Oh, that's what she said.
I couldn't believe she said that, but it was perfect.
You silly chicken.
Chicken became the theme of the night.
You two do the chicken dance like no other.
We can't believe we hosted the Woscars with the fabulous Fred Lee.
What a night. And later when we went out, we met the BC Lions and even got to hold the Grey Cup. I lost my phone that night. And you know it's a fun night when you lose your phone.
For Shaw TV, we're the Wedding Bells.
You can watch for the Wedding Bells new half-hour show that airs on Shaw TV Friday mornings at 10:30. You're watching The Express, and we're going to do some sit skiing on Quality Assured Collision Road Trip and see these stories after the break.
Roxy and Pixie may be small, but I think they can run faster than me.
It's a Sun Run training tip where the dogs take the lead.
For the fridge, I would do custom gables going up the side, so we
Kitchen messes get a do-it-yourself makeover.
Fridge sitting in a pocket.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Almost 4.5 million Canadians live with arthritis. It's a leading cause of pain and disability. Arthritis strikes young and old alike, and the burden of illness takes an enormous toll. The Canadian Arthritis Network is a not-for-profit organization that funds research and connects today's players in arthritis research. We're all working together so that today's arthritis research becomes tomorrow's cure. For more information, please visit arthritisnetwork.ca.
I'm an island girl, but Vancouver's definitely home. I think home is where your happy place is. That's what I love about The Express. We meet people who are passionate about what they do. And we're not pretending to be something we're not. We're just celebrating who we really are.
Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward. Today's show is all about you. Welcome back to The Express at the Surrey Art Gallery for Beyond Vague Terrain. This is a really interesting piece. 103 views of the Scotiabank Tower. And if you look closely, there's an S in every single one of the photographs. Now we're going to tell you about a special way that you can experience this exhibit with your family before it closes. That's coming up. But right now we've got Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, and we see that there are many different ways you can ride a mountain on 3 skis, 2, or even 1.
Travel along with us as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip.
I live all day, every day in a wheelchair, and I always have to be thinking ahead of boundaries. Is there a curb? Is there a sidewalk? Is there going to be stairs? In the sit ski, there is no boundaries. You can ski anywhere, you can ski as fast as everybody else, and it's just an absolute sense of freedom.
Today, sit-ski coach Brad Lenny is passing that freedom on to others as part of the Whistler Adaptive Sports Program, more commonly known as WASP. The former Para-Alpine World Cup athlete is one of only a handful of sit-skier coaches in Canada.
I coach the skiers who have already been through the Learn to Ski program, and they either want to become more aggressive skiers or maybe have a taste of ski racing and see if they like it or not.
Hey Chelsea. Hey Nicole, how are you? Really good, thanks for having me today.
Everyone starts here at the newly built Jeff Harbour's Adaptive Sports Centre on Whistler Mountain, home to WASP, which facilitates recreational and competitive programming for people with disabilities.
We're now in 12 years of operations and in 16 different sports on a year-round basis. We'll see about 600 unique individuals this year across 2,000 lesson days.
What we have to do is we have to choose a sit ski that really fits well.
In the summer, adaptive kayaking, canoeing, biking, rowing, and running programs are available. In the winter, guests can sign up for Nordic or alpine sports, such as sit skiing.
Balance on them a bit.
Instructor Brian Rode takes me through volunteer sit skiing training. Along with full-time staff, 75 volunteers keep this nonprofit organization running.
What it is, if you roll your wrist like this, you can't turn it out properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It usually takes a day before a participant is up and running, but for first-timer Dustin Fast, only a few runs in and he was already handling his monoski like a pro.
I mean, it was kind of in a bad mood at the beginning. I was like, I'm not gonna like it. You know, I was sitting in the thing, everyone else is skiing, but it's good. It's you feel kind of like you're floating. It's nice.
The Whistler Adaptive Sports Program supports athletes from the grassroots like Dustin right up to the podium and finally retirement.
Brad is a prime example. He came to our program actually in a training phase, and he trained with us. He went and he competed on the World Cup circuit, and then it was time for him to retire. So rather than just losing that skill set, we moved him into a coaching stream.
Ensuring his passion remains accessible to all. From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
The website is whistleradaptive.com, and volunteers are always needed, whether it's to instruct on the hill or help with event planning or even accounting. Now, another way to get active is to do the Vancouver Sun Run. Registration has broke the 35,000 mark. So the commitments are there, but how's the training going? Hey, I am admittedly a cat person, but they don't really make great running buddies. So on today's training tip, I find out sometimes you gotta let the dogs have their day.
Roxy and Pixie may be small, but I think they can run faster than me.
They have a lot of energy, that's for sure. One of the best things about running with a dog is having a friend to run with. Come on, Rox! Envision being shoulder to shoulder with your dog, and you can use a command like, let's go.
That's a good command to use on me too. Let's go!
It's also really nice to have your hands free when you're running so you can think about your position. Good girl. So you can get a hands-free leash for your dog.
Kiss, kiss. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. No kisses for me. I admit one downside, having to pick up after the dog, but made better with the decorative bags.
And they're biodegradable. You can actually get clothing that makes the run more comfortable for your dog.
How's this for a raincoat? I think Roxy's looking pretty styling.
You could also get boots for a dog. If you spend a lot of time running on pavement, it can protect their paw pads.
And here's another great idea, a water bottle where you can drink, and so can your dog. Now when I say I'm dogging it, it's gonna mean something completely different.
There's still time to sign up for the Vancouver Sun Run or the Shaw Mini Sun Run. Both are happening on April the 15th. You're watching The Express, and it's time now to join host Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler Village.
Thanks, Johanna. Whistler Village, it's where guests come to shop, especially at the afternoon market at the West Inn on Saturdays. Locals, you'll find them in Function Junction. It's home to free Thursday night home design classes.
that just feels warm and it feels modern. I always was a very creative person, always liked change, always was renovating my house, and then I'd renovate other people's houses and help them arrange furniture, pick paint colors, and redesign their houses, so it's what I always like to do.
12 years later, that passion is still running strong. Only now this go-to friend for home design ideas has transformed her hobby into a full-time job as the owner and principal of Patina Home Interiors in Whistler's Function Junction.
Gray, I'm going to help her pull it together. We do a lot of custom consulting. I go to people's houses all the time for paint consults, for if they're renovating, we can help them come up with a plan, we choose materials. We also do project management and manage renovations for people.
But Maureen Shoemaker gets back to her help-a-friend roots by hosting monthly DIY workshops, do-it-yourself classes, addressing everything from bathrooms to tonight's class on kitchens. After a short introduction to the 5-step Reno worksheet, Maureen displays examples of her work, some complete renos, others redesigns.
We've kept the existing kitchen. We've added a few things to it. We've spray painted it and put on new hardware. It's a pretty powerful statement, just painting a kitchen, putting on some new hardware. It totally changes the look of what that kitchen was.
Trends are introduced in the workshops as well.
You're seeing a lot of gray coming back. Dark espresso kitchens are on their way out. White kitchens never go out of style and they never look old.
Other decor tips pulled up a bench to Whistler's small space challenges.
Something else I do in small places is I move the table against a wall, run a bench like we have back here so that the table is taken out. You're not taking up all your real estate by having it center of the room. When that kitchen's painted, it'll look sleek. It'll look like a brand new kitchen.
The workshop wraps up with Maureen fielding individual design dilemmas, so guests such as myself can get specific input on their homes.
For the fridge, I would do custom gables going up the side so we hide the blackness of that fridge. Okay. So then it looks like a custom fridge sitting in a pocket. Then I would also take the cabinets to the ceiling. So I would have a false front down on the top of the cabinet.
Just one of many design tips to modernize, with plenty of options for a cheaper or more expensive route, making the input easy to implement. Maureen's enthusiasm is motivational too.
It's like a rush. That's what I love to do.
From Function Junction in Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
The website is patinahomeinteriors.com, and next month's workshop explores bathrooms, everything from design to cleaning products that are good for the environment. And for more ways to fill up your social calendar and more ideas, we've got today's Express Spotlight.
Benefiting the BC Cancer Foundation and sponsored by Shaw TV, the ITM Model Look of 2012 is open to male and female, experienced or aspiring models between the ages of 15 and 26. Watch the world's fastest juvenile racers carve their piece of the future, one gate at a time, at the 20th Anniversary Whistler Cup. Over 400 athletes from 21 countries compete in 3 different disciplines. Explore medieval science at Science World over Spring Break 2012. Meet beautiful birds of prey and discover the important role they played in medieval hunting. Also, join a crew of medieval experts.
Also, the Surrey Art Gallery is holding a family day this Sunday, March the 18th, featuring activities inspired by this exhibition, Beyond Vague Terrain. There'll be cool stuff you can do with your kids, like create a Secret City comic strip or a mini metropolis out of clay. There's even going to be an interactive hip-hop show. Now we're going to leave you with our signature whirlwind tour of this show. Thanks for watching The Express, only on Shaw TV.